Happy Monday, everybody. It's verse mapping Monday and my edges ain't laid. Oh, hey y'all. I'm just on here laughing at myself. Oh, let me pin this verse that we got. Oh, the verse for tonight is 1 Samuel 17:37. Hey y'all. What's up, what's up, what's up? Dirty. Hey Isaac. Hold on. Okay, y'all. Be still so I can pin this. Okay, pin comment. Okay. There is the scripture. So if y'all want to. Hey Greg. I'm going to get to your scripture that you sent me. Hopefully, maybe I can do it next week. I didn't get to it this week, but my plan is to be able to get to a point where I can verse map on both Sunday and Monday. But it hasn't happened in the past 2 weeks. So, miss you too, Greg. Miss all of y'all. Okay, so let me show y'all the verse map. So I did this in a group again. So this is what we got. Hey, Charles. Okay, so up here, this is the scripture. New Living Translation is in the Old Testament. The author is unknown. It could be Samuel. We have speculations that Samuel wrote some parts of it. The key points of the book of 1 Samuel. Both Saul and David are introduced. David's battle with Goliath, that comes from this book. And David's friendship with Jonathan and his clash with Saul. And then another theme is that it had 3 main characters, Samuel, Saul, and David. And all 3 of them made 3 mistakes that cost them dearly. Okay, and so I will tell y'all what all of this is about. Hands a little shaky. Okay, so let's get into it. It says 1 Samuel 17:37 chapter. Let me start over. Y'all, it's Monday. I know it's always Monday, but today has been like a Monday. Okay, so let's go. Hey, Tori. 1 Samuel 17th chapter, 37th verse. The Lord who rescued me from the claws of the lion and the bear will rescue me from the Philistine. Saul finally consented. All right, go ahead, he said. May the Lord be with you. Okay, so let me give you a little bit of background. So, at this point, David had been anointed, but he had not been, I guess, chosen to be in the space that he would be for his appointment. So he had been anointed to be the king, but he wasn't yet the king. So he was still playing in the background, right? He was still a shepherd. And in this season, God was preparing him for to be king. So he was taking him through some small things. And so he was a shepherd, and he lived at home with his dad. And he had 3 brothers that were in the army. And his daddy said, hey, go take this food to your brothers. And so he took it to his brothers, and the way that some of the rituals went when they would go to war at this point is that they would put their best warrior up, right, to go against the best warrior of the opposing team. And whoever would win, then that's basically who would win the battle. So his brothers were a part of the army, and Saul was the king. And sorry, y'all, that was my sister calling me. I'm gonna call her. Y'all, I am so sorry. My sister just really did not want to, like, let me be great. She called me right back. Oh, Lord. Okay, tell me something. You gonna answer my call. Okay, I'm embarrassed. I'm slick embarrassed right now. Okay, so Saul was the king. David was still a shepherd in the fields. And his daddy Jesse told him, go take this basket of food to your brothers. So he took it, and when he got there, Goliath was out there talking cash money. Do you hear me? Cash money to the army. And David was like, okay, what's going on? Are y'all gonna fight or no? Y'all gonna put somebody up who's gonna take care of him? Cause he over here defying God. He's like he like talking some real stuff. He's talking big cash money. So they were all scared, and so he was like, well, let me go fight. And his brother got mad and like, I know you all prideful and stuff, but you're trying to come out here and you're trying to do too much. And so then he was talking to Saul, and that's where we find ourselves at 37. And he was just trying to explain, look, I've been out there in the field protecting my sheep, being a shepherd, and I fought a lion, I fought a bear, and God delivered me from that. And if I fight this giant, he's going to deliver me from that as well. And then finally Saul was like, have your way, go do it. And the God that you say that's been with you fighting the lions and the bears, may he be with you at this point too. So what we pulled from that, this first sentence, the Lord who rescued me, well, this first clause, the Lord who rescued me, it one of our Bibles referred us to 2 Corinthians 1st chapter 10th verse. He delivered us from such a deadly peril, and he will deliver us again. On him we have set our hope that he will continue to deliver us. So basically, from that we got that life is not promised to be a bunch of lilies, rainbows, and roses. We all have situations that we have been through, that God has brought us through, but he will bring us through. He's brought us through situations, and he will bring us through more. So, knowing that he is a proven deliverer and a proven rescuer. He has done it before, and he will do it again. And so then we got to this part where it said, which was very important to me, it says Saul finally consented. All right, go ahead. And so that just made me think about how we will try to do things and think that we need human consent to do them, when God has already called and anointed us to do certain things. David was already supposed to be the king and a warrior, and he didn't need Saul's consent. He didn't need Saul's go ahead. He didn't need a green light from Saul or from anybody, his brothers, his daddy, anybody else. He was about his father's business. So a lot of times we will hear from God and then wait on people to carry out the plans that God has for us. That means what? You don't have a lot of faith in God to do what he said he was going to do, to carry out the plans that he has for you. If God told you you were going to be a CEO of your company, that means you have a proposal. But at the end of the day, if nobody bites at your pitch, then guess what? You can start your company on your own, and God is going to provide and make sure it happens. And you will look back, and he will do things in a way to make you be like, how in the world did I get here? I'm sure after David defeated Goliath, everybody was looking like, how in the world did we get here? So let me fast forward a little bit. This is so funny. Like, the Bible, to me, like, if you read between the lines, these people have like clap back game, like, so on point. So David went out there, and Goliath was like, who is this little boy that they done sent out here to fight me? And I am going to murder you. I'm going to annihilate you and feed your body to the to the birds and the wild animals. And then I'm going to feed all of your warriors to the wild animals and the dead birds. A little background scripture that I learned from my teen Bible is that this was a major insult because a proper burial was a really big deal. So for him to say that, I'm going to kill you, and not only am I going to kill you, I'm not going to even allow you the opportunity to be buried with dignity. I'm going to feed your body to the wild animals and the birds. So then David came back and was like, you said you're going to do that to me. Well, I'm going to do that to you. Okay, so Saul tried to put his armor on David, right? It was too big for him, and he said, I'm gonna have to be myself. I'm gonna fight this battle the best way I know how. And so he got his slingshot. He picked up five smooth stones. He went out there. He hit him with one in the head. He fell face forward. Then he took Goliath's sword. Right? Okay. So you can have your own weapons that you need to fight your battles, but God will put you in a place where you can use the weapons of the enemy to destroy your own enemy. Hey, God. Oh, my God. He took Goliath's sword and chopped his head off and took it to Saul. So I know when he got there with the head, Saul was like, how in the world did you get here? So back to what I was saying. If God tells you he's going to do something for you, or he's going to put you in certain places, you will get there without the consent of man. Okay, that's that point. And then at the end, which was really kind of sweet to me, Saul said, all right, go ahead and may the Lord be with you. And then that referred us to 1 Samuel 20th chapter 13 verse, and 1 Chronicle 22nd chapter 11 and 16 verse. And in those same verses, the people were saying, they were giving encouragement to people and blessing people off and saying, God be with you, may the Lord be with you, God be with you. And so we just took that as a lesson to bless people. Even though, and so when Saul said that, he was probably coming from a shady place where he was meaning like, you say God was with you before, but he be with you now. But let us use that as a lesson to bless people and really believe what we're saying when we say God be with you, bless you. When people are leaving, when people get on the road, God be with you, Godspeed. When we say things like that, let's say them and not come from a shady place, or not come from a routine place, or not come from a like, oh hey, how you doing, when you really don't care how a person is doing. Let's say that and really mean God be with you, God bless you, may the Lord be with you when we depart from people, because you never know when it's going to be your last time to see somebody. So that is our verse map for tonight. I hope you all got the lessons that we got from it. I pray that you, whenever you are going through trials and tribulations that seem like will end you, like a figurative lion, a figurative bear, a figurative Goliath, that you remember this story and you remember this verse, and remember that if God rescued you one time, he will rescue you again and again and again. And if he has placed some plans within you, and He has anointed you, and He has destined you for greatness, that He will see you through, and that you won't need confirmation or consent from any man. Happy Verse Mapping Monday. I hope y'all are safe and well and have a blessed week.